Let's get this going. I think that's it there. Let's go. How's everyone doing today? I just realized my webcam is not on. It's goofy as all crap. Whoa, Planet Zoo crashed. Uh-oh. Hold on, guys. I don't think I removed any mods. Maybe it was just a once-off thing. Sometimes Planet Zoo's funny. Sometimes Planet Zoo's funny. Well, that's fun. How's everyone doing today? Come on, you. Let's resume Tri-State Zoo. If it crashes again, I'm gonna be a little ticked off. Just a little bit. By that I mean kind of a lot. But come on, game. I was building on it this morning. Shouldn't have done anything to change it, so. Come on. There we go. Dogs, relax. They've got no chill. We're gonna start off with a nice, easy thing. By that I mean nice, repetitive thing. Like, what if can I just... Should be able to, right? see if we can fix that later. Oh, it's because it sags on that one. We'll probably just make it more like this, because this kind of sags. Oh, I remember what happened. Okay, maybe we... Hey, thanks for the follow, Gets. Now comes the fun part of trying to line up all this. Maybe, just maybe. Yeah, I remember this now. Actually, I hate mesh. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Oh, I think what I wanted to do was just transform this. Oh, we don't want random rotation on. How you doing on this Tuesday? Nice. Oh, Sweden. I'm good. I guess that's fair. Gosh, I got so many people. Yesterday I had someone from Ghana and Germany. So many people watched me late at night / early in the morning. I appreciate it. I'm doing good. It's just funny that a lot of my chatters aren't from the US, which... I mean, it's cool. It's just not what I would have expected, considering that I'm very much US. We are building our cougar habitat here, and we're doing a whole netted habitat, which is quite something. It's a real test of patience. I don't know that I'll ever do a netted enclosure like this again. I say that, but I probably will. I mean, the thing is if I get better at it, right, then it won't be as painful next time. Right? That's what we can say. We can pretend like that's the case. Well, let me give you a little show of what this enclosure looks like so far. So far, very much so rough here. I spent a lot of time working on this building here, because I think this is the cool thing. We also need to put this enclosure back. We should probably be able to do that real quick, because the animals in it are really cool. I had to demod, because I just kept getting crashes, and then I got a crash today, but, you know. Please. Do I have turned on that's that? I just want What I really want is to be able to control X this stupid thing. Oh, wait. Maybe if I turn off free build. Nope, that is not the case. Let's delete that glass. Oh, that just makes it too easy. Too easy. Hopefully it's in the same orientation. We don't really need this glass panel anymore, but whatever. This should be higher, no? I guess the exhibit box works differently. Still works for a kid's little... Where are they at? Because this is a modded guy. Oh, there they are. I think Scott did these. They look spectacular. A salamander native to the region. Oh, we were going to look at the viewing gallery, though. So you get here, right? And then you've got this viewing gallery, which I'm a big fan of. And then... Oh, well. I guess I could actually, like, do the in-game controls. This is the second floor, very much unfinished. And apparently I can't walk up here. But you come up here, and this netting's gonna go over it, and there should be... I don't know if I want to do... No, I do want it there, because screened-in porches. I had a modded screen, but that's what we're working on right now. So this is meant to be an Alabama zoo. It's supposed to have a lot of historical, like, connections. Thank you. Appreciate it. So, if you live in Sweden, have you been to the Stockholm Zoo? I know Sweden's a big country, so... I don't know how, like... I don't know a bunch about Sweden, to be fair. Probably know more about Norway. But, like, is it, like, a lot of cities... like, for example, some places have, like Alaska. Okay. Some places like Alaska, like, that's a US state, but it's similar idea that I'm trying to convey. They, like, you have some big cities, but all the big cities are pretty close to each other. I don't know if that's the same with Sweden. I would think maybe because I know Sweden is a lot of mountains. But, you know, I can, of course, be very, very wrong. Monkey's Tavern never shows up. He's been to Sweden. He's one of the moderators here on the channel. But Stockholm Zoo has my favorite reindeer habitat I've seen. I haven't been, but I like, I've seen pictures of it, and it looks pretty cool. This is slightly based off my local zoo's cougar habitat, but it's much larger. My local zoo's habitat is for orphaned cubs, so it's not as large. I think it's still a little smaller than I would want it to be, but this is truly... Okay, it's not that bad, honestly. Like, it's not fun, but it's just kind of mindless work that I don't mind too much. Been doing a lot of it today, though, at work. Just building some stuff, which is a nice break from my regular stuff that I do at job, which is pretty mentally taxing, so... Alright, we're almost done with, I was gonna say a third, but it's probably more like a half. We're almost done with a half. Also, let me know what the quality looks like. I did some tweaks, and I'm hoping the quality is better than normal, but let me know how it looks. I upped the bit rate because I was having issues at one time. We'll see how we want to... Alright, great. Thank you. Appreciate it. So, I'll ask a question. What's your favorite animal? And I guess also, if you play Planet Zoo, what's your favorite animal to build for? We're coming along, getting it. Getting some progress done. I also forgot to mention an important part of this zoo, is that it is a ZSU zoo, which means we get the animals off of a Discord server, so we can't just build for whatever we want. We have limits. We have to trade with other zoos in that Discord server. Or do different events, which is where we got. Okay, you're good. Well, what's your favorite animal in general? does my dad say? Tigers? Cool, if you stick around for another stream, probably next week, we'll be probably finishing up one of our tiger habitats for our other zoo. Do you know what Dark Wolf is? It's a premiere is coming out. I guess it's a movie or a show. Dark Wolf. Trying to think what that is. Nice, nice. Yeah, we often have more people chatting, but tonight seems pretty chill so far. Of course, we can always have more people show up. I do appreciate the tuning in and watching. Helps out. The ad revenue goes to help me fund my Jurassic World Evolution 3 purchase, so I can get the deluxe edition. Okay, apparently Dark Wolf is an ultra-violent show, is what my brother's saying in the group family chat. I have to guess it's the Terminal List. Like spin-off. But I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I like the show. I don't know if my wife would want to watch the show. We're getting there. We might do some rock work here in a minute, just so that we can get some good, more interesting content coming, because this is for sure not the most fun thing to watch, I'm sure. Let me just place lots of mesh pieces right next to each other. It is, however, something that needs to get done. Also, if you would like to do some animal trivia, you can do !QOTD to get the question of the day. And so usually I try and keep the trivia to something similar to the animal that we are building for. So today it's all about mountain lions, pumas, cougars, panthers, whatever you want to call it, catamounts. Those are all different names of the... Mountain lion is the more general name, I think. But around here, where I live, even though they're extinct in the region, they were called panthers. Yeah, it's definitely a patience kill. Like, just kind of lots of meticulous little things, but I know the end product is going to look good, because meshed enclosures always give a very impressive feel, and it's pretty realistic to what you'd see in an actual, like, puma enclosure. Oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure the neighbor's taking out the trash or something. The dogs are barking. Hopefully y'all can't hear that too much. Yeah, we'll finish this half, and then we'll do some rock work, because that's going to be fun. Some nice faux rock work. And then we'll be working on this, probably this habitat again on Thursday. I doubt I'm gonna finish it today, but we might. I'm expecting some new amphibians to come in through the ZSU, so soon. We also need to start working on our Everglades house. How am I not catching this? We're making pretty darn good progress. Oh yeah, let's do a little tour. Let me finish this half and I'll give you a short tour. So I do want to get to a stopping point. But most of them, well, almost all of them, are all natives to the region that we're building in. We're building a zoo that's meant to be set in the southeast United States, which is where I'm from, if you couldn't tell from the accent. So we've got animals like raccoons, we've got red fox, we've got screech owls, we've got bobwhite, and we're building for the cougar, which used to be here. We have an American badger. We've got a few fish. Oof. Figure out how we can get that to sag. We're getting all species that we have. We've got a few insects. few and then we've got a bit of African hoofstock for our drive-through safari. And and we have a lot of squirrels. We have almost every species of squirrel that is kept in the states of Alabama, Florida, and Georgia. Those are the states we're representing. I am from Alabama myself, and the zoo is set in Dothan, Alabama, which is in southern Alabama, kind of close to the border of Florida and Georgia. And that is where the zoo, Tri-State Zoo, gets its name. I'm gonna deal with that later. So the only squirrel species we don't have in this zoo that is native to those regions is well, it's known by several names. I call them groundhogs, but they're also known as ground chucks, whistle pigs. Basically, it's a marmot species, so closely related to the squirrels. Let's see. This should match up pretty nicely. It mostly does. We'll make it look a little bit prettier in a bit. But we've got the other species of ground squirrel that lives in the state, the eastern chipmunk. And then we've got the flying squirrel, the American red squirrel, though we don't actually have them in the zoo yet because I haven't built for them yet, which might be something that we do in this stream. Now, it overlapping isn't that big of a deal, because it's just going to make the effect that we've got some smaller mesh areas, which I'm not too upset about. Here we go. Oh, come on. Alright, just a tiny little bit of work here to do. Just a tiny bit of work. That's what they always say, right? Why is this so hard? I just want a realistic looking aviary. That's all I want. Alright, let's try this now. Let's see. Hey, digital blob! It's pain, it's all pain. Everything's pain. It hurts. But I hate past me that decided that it wanted to do this. Where are we at? I think it's making sense-ish. In the way that... Oh, you know, just... deciding to take on a massive netted enclosure habitat build because... I don't know, because... I thought... my life's not hard enough. Let's make it... Ooh. What are you working on? You said you would never do mesh again. What are you doing that is... Is it part of this new zoo project, or... Now you've got me horrified. What could possibly make Blob want to do meshed over enclosures? Oh, don't! Oh, mesh enclosures? I was warming over to it, up to it, until I got to this corner. And then this corner has made me... There's no shortcuts, you just... I will be super secretive about it. Nobody will know. Mum's the word, as the kids say. Maybe it will help me get through this habitat. How am I gonna do with this angle? You know... Pain's the word, yeah. Maybe... Why is this not... Hey, Monkey's Tavern! Welcome to the stream. Well, that looks super cool, Blob. I love it. I really like that style. Is that gonna be like the consistent style of the... I don't want to say... Yeah, we are. We're trying. Blob's giving me some insider pictures of what he's working on, which is crazy cool looking. Here's the problem. This is all on the wrong rotation. Okay. I mean, that would be a super cool building style to keep with. I'm being as vague as I can, because, you know, Monkey's Tavern, he shows up to your streams too, and I want him to be surprised, you know. But what do I do with this corner? Can I just bring this out? Getsvet. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm gonna try and pronounce. I'm gonna try and pronounce your name, like I think it would be pronounced in Sweden. Getsvet? I could be completely wrong there. Are you still here? If so, I'll do a little tour. Because this corner is going to give me an aneurysm and I need to do something else. But I might. Get sweet XD. Okay. I wasn't sure if the W makes a V sound or... Alright, well let me just see if this is going to work. Because if this works... And it looks like it kind of is. Then we'll be able to work more. Yeah, doing my darndest. Which it's so funny, because... Like, my mom's maiden name is Wilhite. So, like... My family's as German as can be. I'm not. To be fair, my dad's side is Welsh, so we'll just say that that's my accent. Even though I don't think I could do a Welsh accent to save my life. Let's get rid of that. We'll do a quick little tour for you. Gets sweet. Now I just want to say gets and try and do some. So this is the entrance to the zoo. We'll kind of show you little bits and bobs. This is the first parking lot. This is the free parking. So you notice it's small. So you can park here for free, or you could come here and buy adults, children, and parking tickets. If you get here for free, you'll enter through this way. It really does. But before we enter the zoo, I want to show off this kind of shipping and receiving area. So these are all workshop items. I did not build them. We need... Also, there's going to be a lot of pieces missing because I was removing all the modded pieces because I kept getting crashes. So, keep that in mind. But here we have our quarantine cages. I don't think anyone's seen these yet. These were made by Captain Callum, so big thanks to him for his pack there. And we've got our crested caracara, just waiting for his home. This is because ZSU, you can do more stuff depending on how many species you have housed, so this is my quick and easy way to house species. And we also have the Florida barred owl in here, so those will all be getting added. But yeah, if you see holes in buildings, it's probably because I had modded pieces that I got removed. But if we enter the warehouse, we've got a quick little warehouse area here. All of these, again, blueprints, because I'm not that patient. You've seen the limits of my patience. And we've got a little office area in here. But let's get back to the front entrance. Oops, hopping on top of trucks. But so this is closed to guests, it's only staff. So if you were to go in your car, you'd go through here, and they'd scan your ticket in this little ticket booth here. And then this acts as a little storage area over there. But let's just pretend like we're going through by foot. You'll come over these turnstiles, which I'm sure the camera's about to, go crazy. And this first building to your left is a little... So this is built in historic Dothan, so we're not able to tear down buildings. So this used to be a suit shop that now kind of serves a bit for souvenirs at the zoo. So you can buy clothes here. We will also be hosting weddings at the zoo at some point. I need to figure out... I also need to fix this here because we're getting a little bit of clipping. Ooh, I don't want to fix that just yet on camera. But Monkey's Tavern built this for me on the workshop. I just did a few updates to it to make it work for what I was looking at. But big thanks to Monkey's Tavern. Here's our second parking lot. Just a reminder, this is a small zoo, so we don't want a ton of parking. These are some of the workshop items I'm looking at. I'm very excited because I'm not going to have to use this one. That's indeed weird. Oh, yeah, there was a wall piece here. Painted breeze blocks. It was too nice to not use. But this is our raccoon habitat. They also have an outdoor area where they can go to because they do little shows with the raccoons. But here's the indoor habitat. Needs a lot of work on it because, again, a lot of modded pieces. Yes, which I do have free build now. I think free build was crashing my other zoos, but I haven't had any problems here. We have... Blob, you might know this. My other British guy disappointed me. Do you know who Reynard the Fox is? see our British folklore. But then we've got Bandit and Rocket, our two raccoons. Ah, I know more about British culture than you do, Blob. um, basically, it's kind of like why am I not knowing who that is now? But we've got a rat enclosure in here. Again, workshop items. We've got some spotted skunks in here, but of course we had a bunch of rocks in here, and of course it went finicky when we... Okay, we'll get with that later, maybe. We've got our armadillo in here. Again, a lot of more modded pieces were used here, and we'll have to... Okay, good. So Arlo, the armadillo. Then we've got our two Virginia opossum in here. I don't know what's happening here. We're just gonna let it be for now. And then we've got another rat enclosure here for the black rats. And then if we come out this way, we enter the wilds, which is what we're currently working on. And so we've got some of the zoos that we got animals from. So we've got over here, this has changed a lot recently. It's working on this Sunday. We've got our eastern chipmunk habitat, very much incomplete. But we've got the chipmunk here. Should be able to move. I've had a lot of bugs with them just not moving. This will eventually be a groundhog habitat, but as of right now, it's nothing. But if we go to the main walkway, this was one of the first netted enclosures I ever tried to make, and I'm pretty happy with it. And this is the eastern screech owl. Again, kind of just implied animal. And over here, this is all brand new, which I need to work on signage for it. But this is the southern fox squirrel habitat. And you can see them. Leaf has recently done these mods. So this is the southern fox squirrel. These are native to Florida and specific for this coat coloration. But I really like these kind of simple squirrel habitats. And next door, we have, this is the eastern gray squirrel, which again, a very standard animal of my region. But you can see them here. Pretty good mod, honestly. If you want some small animals, squirrels are always fun in zoos. My local zoo does not have any native squirrels, but they do have the provost squirrel. And then you will be able to enter the building. I'm trying to remember where we are supposed to be able to enter the building from. I'm going to say it's through here, but I'm not sure now. And there will be American red squirrels in here, and we'll have a big habitat, tall habitat for southern flying squirrels. Oh, let's speed up this. Let's go to this building. Another building that Monkey's Tavern built for us. We're just running. Also, a nice little area for songbirds over here. I really like this area. But over here, we've got the Coastal Cycles, which is based actually off of a building that my dad designed. So my dad is an architect, so Monkey's Tavern built this loosely off of a bicycle shop that my dad designed. And I did some tweaks of my own. It's not one-to-one, but I thought it was a cool idea because I liked the building my dad did. Interior probably needs a lot of work. I suck at interiors. I hate them. Let's pause the game. But we've got some corn snakes in here. We've got common king snakes in here. Then some bull snakes, which this is a little bit too east for their range, but whatever. Then over here we have the bluegill. Let's see if we can unbox them. Come on. These guys are super annoying sometimes. Okay, whatever. We'll just do a bit of a flyover of some of the areas because I know it's been long. But here's the forest edge. Again, zoos that have been helpful. We've got a northern bobwhite in here, or multiple northern bobwhites. Then we've got the American badger in here. So this is all about the disappearing prairies of the southeast, because nobody really knows about prairies that are in the southeast that have been kind of converted into farmland. And then here we have the butterfly house, which we should have monarchs in here. We have other species implied, but we definitely have monarchs. Yeah. And we did have mesh pieces in here, but they were modded, so I took them out. We also need to change this to our standard concrete. This right here, this is Mima's house. So this is like a country garden home. I did build these rocking chairs, and that was a pain in the butt. But we have a habitat that's supposed to be for the Texas jumping spider in here, and the orb weaver in here, but I took out the exhibit box because I removed the null exhibit boxes because I didn't like them, honestly. Here we have American guinea hogs, American standard donkeys. In here you can kind of get a glimpse of the Florida cracker horses. And in here we have the Jacob's sheep. And yeah, these also look really good. We're almost done, but this is going to be a cichlid tank. This building had a lot of modded pieces, so I'm having to rebuild it. But we also have a drive-through safari for... We've got the common eland. We've got the Nile Leshway. Let's see. More common eland. It's the female Leshway. Where's our other inhabitants? We've got two more. Here's one of them. We have the impala. This specifically is the black-faced impala, but that's because it's the more recent of the mods. It would be a common impala. And then we have the greater kudu, which this is the female. I want to find the male because he's way more impressive. We don't have a male eland, but these guys look pretty good. It is an older mod, but it still works pretty well. And I think, wow, the Nile Leshway usually don't wander too far away from this area. Yeah, I mean, I think it holds up pretty decently. I haven't had any, well, I did have a crash earlier today, but I don't know if that's from that. I want to find the male kudu or male impala because they always look very striking. I mean, it doesn't look as good as like a modern mod, which the standards have gone up super high. Yeah, the Siberian tiger. I'm so excited for that remaster as well. Alright, let's get back to it. And this is very far away from everything because it feels like it made sense to me. But that's the tour of the zoo. Thanks for tuning in for that. We're fine with this being... Let's get this area here. I think I want a few terraces. Thank you. I know Blob is big on elevation changes, and I think this habitat's going to have some good ones. I mean, everyone should be on how important elevation changes are. That's why I got a height map for this map, because it was just so much easier to put in the elevation that way. Now let's actually paint this somewhat realistically. Because let's get some rock in here, even though I don't think we're going to keep it like this. Yeah, I agree, for sure. Auto paint really doesn't do anything, does it? Like, what is that doing for me? I more want to just use this to indicate where the top areas are. Like, is auto paint not supposed to make the plateau areas like grass and dirt and the... Okay, so we've got a few plateaus. That's what I thought, but it seemed to be just putting grass everywhere. I'm loosely basing this habitat off of the Calgary Zoo habitat. Or at least trying to. Considering I've never been there, I'm just... Auto paint. It's okay. We'll make it work. Whatever, game. Let's merge all this into a group. I mean, I'm liking the rough look of this. Ooh, maybe we do some habitat immersion. Reverse immersion? I don't know the difference, I'm not gonna lie. I just know habitat, go outside of enclosure, or viewing area, go inside of habitat. I think we want this to be... We gotta figure out how we want them to go up the terraces. Yeah, come on. I bother. We'll need to do some serious work with different viewpoints. Kind of gives a bit of a privacy area almost. Maybe. What if we put in another tall rock there? To be like a mini mountain? Question mark. No, that was perfect. Right there. That looks good. Do I actually like that? Don't think I like this one. I think I would rather have like a tree jutting out there. Probably should have laid it out with these to begin with. Or like this as a base. Hopefully. We can get the cougar to really move around in here. Which I guess we should probably get the cougar in here. What in the crap? Or the fence is being so weird. Oh my gosh, my dog is going to annoy the heck out of me. Please forgive him. Milo! Stop it! Milo! It's hard not to go for the leucistic one, but it does not make sense for our zoo to have gotten a leucistic one. So, oh shoot, I probably don't have much longer that I can be on.
Milo!
Thank you. It's coming along nicely. We just gotta get our cougar in. We'll need to do a staff building at some point. This is far too far away for them. Oh, there we go. I think we're gonna put a tree here. You've got this, bud. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna have a bobcat habitat somewhere here. Well, we'll probably have like a wetland building here. That's probably where we'll do the staff. So we're not getting Grevy zebra from the store, but we are getting a bunch of fish. So I think we're gonna do something about the rivers, specifically like the Mississippi River. Alright, you got this, bud. I want to see what the Cougar remaster looks like.
Milo! Stop it.
Wow. I mean... Okay, so it can use all of it right now. I guess it can jump up there, which is pretty cool. I like that. I wonder if I could make this rocky and it still jump up. Let's try, because that could be something cool to do, is it's only available through... And I mean, that should be somewhat realistic. Because I know traversable area for cats in the base game are pretty crappy, but maybe... Oh. It's recalculating. It can't climb up, but it can jump up. Perfect. That's pretty awesome. I wonder if we can... Wouldn't it be cool if they... I feel like other animals should be able to use the good climbing mountain. I very much... You mean use... I feel like it could be so useful to just, like... And the hammock. The darn hammock. I wish more animals could use that. It's super cool. Why's that gotta affect every single thing in a 10-mile radius? Oh, I know why it showed a good pic. I haven't used it because it's only used for 2 animals that I've never built for. Ah, I saw Wyatt when he did his... This game. Is really trying to drive me insane. And that rhymed. Alright, I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it. I mean... that looks pretty cool. I guess, yeah, this is a bit of a large enclosure for mountain lions. I mean, they are a big cat in name, in all but name. Like, while they're not a big cat, they are a big cat. Speaking of which, go ahead and put QOTD to hear the question of the day. Might be somewhat related to what I just was talking about. Gosh darn it, Monkey's Tavern. Why you gotta be like that and just instantly answer it? I mean, I know it's a relatively easy one. I know, me too, but a lot of plebeians don't. Well, I mean, I guess, yes, Blob, but we're technically saying the same thing, just in different terms. Because that's the reason that they can't roar. So, like, yes, that is more technically why, but Blob's gotta be technical on us. Kidding, always love technical. I'm a very technical person. I was just remembering that my zoo used to have Terra. And they were so cool. I think it was just the one, but I think it was a very elderly one. Because I don't think I've seen another zoo that's had them. Wait, are cheetahs considered big cats now? Or do they have that bone? Because weren't they used to not considered big cats? Oh, interesting. I guess another more interesting question is, I guess, oh, do they not? Okay. Do clouded leopards have that bone? Because I know they're very different than, well, I mean, they're in their whole separate genus. But they are. Snow leopard doesn't. That's weird. But like clouded leopards. Yeah, I mean, the thing with snow leopards is. Ah. Snow leopards are still Panthera. Right? So, like, that still makes sense. Clouded leopard's not even a Panthera species. And I guess when I say that my zoo had jaguarundi, does everyone know what a jaguarundi is? Or do I need to explain that? Or not jaguarundi. Okay. Tayra is what I was meaning, not jaguarundi, but I don't know why. Blob, you know what a Tayra is? I wonder if they have a mod for them. Trying to figure out, do I want to... How much of this do I want to be... Yeah, it's like a South American marten. And by like, I mean it is a South American marten. So, closely related to pine martens, fishers, um, wolverines. I used to be able to name all the species of marten. There's the Japanese marten, the yellow-throated marten, American pine marten. I think there's a European pine marten as well. Beach marten, Tayra. I'd have to look at them again. I think I've gotten rusty. it's going to be a little less rocky over here and more plants. I love mustelids. Oh, you know what would be cool, Blob, is if you did Japanese marten. I know a mod came out recently for them. Get out of here, tall grass. Nobody likes you. Yeah, and even then I don't really use it. Though I've heard it's good for getting some movement in, because it does animate. I just hate it vehemently. Also, I'm pretty sure that yellow-throated martens are one of the main predators of giant pandas, from what I understand. I think they mainly prey on cubs, but... Alright, catch you later, Monkey's Tavern. Thanks for tuning in. Now this one, I think we want to make this fully faux rock. Maybe a few areas that plants can grow. With mulch. Kind of to make it look like sediment has been, like, left behind, which is something that kind of happens in these kinds of areas. Alright, come on. It's pretty cool. break up some of this flatness. Just a few rocks scattered here and there. And now let's see if it can still use the habitat, because I don't want to do too much. Oh, hey, Joseph. Oh my gosh. Such the jokester. Well, you know, move. Move! Fishy! Why are you sleeping? Of course I move him immediately. Besides, it will indeed sleep. It looks really good. Nice remaster. I will be playing Total War Warhammer Friday night, Joseph. So my friend and I are going to try out the new Lizardmen update. So this kind of looks like a slash pine. Trying to decide. I think it was this one that kind of looks like a slash pine. But someone said ponderosa pine looks better. I wish that they could climb on these. Because that would look so cool. Oops. I forget. I keep forgetting you don't like lizards. That's sticking out too much there. How's that looking, kind of framing that area? Yeah! You like. Maybe we can even... Stupid, stupid. What about like some loblollies? Still too darn tall. Still too darn tall. That doesn't really look like American Southeast. How would this look as like a ground cover? Like juniper? Hmm. No. Nope. It's not really the cypress I want. Any interesting conifers? It won't show me. Pine, cedar. My wife is on her way home asking if we have food. Which means I'm probably going to need to go and make something. I didn't get gluten-free flour. I was supposed to. Sorry guys, one sec. We'll be ending the stream here in a second. I'm just... I wish there were more of these that really fit with the shape of this enclosure. I do need to end it here though, guys. I do appreciate y'all tuning into the stream. I just gotta gotta cook. I'll catch y'all later. I'll be streaming Tri-State Zoo again on Thursday night. And yeah, catch y'all later.